Hadouken!
Yo, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 2 months, Tiz. I'm gonna grab a coffee real quick. Hadouken! Hadouken! Yo, the worst thing. Oh my god. Yo, okay, so hear me out. When I went upstairs to go grab this coffee, and I also had a donut with me, and I didn't really have time. Just hear me out, alright? I didn't have time, so I also needed to go to the washroom. So I took the coffee and the donut with me into the washroom, and then I dropped the donut in the toilet. So now it like when I had the donut, it was on the coffee mug. So then I went to like I did one of these. I went to like put it on the counter, but then I like hit the side instead of putting it directly on it. Yo. Why didn't you put it into your mouth? This isn't a fucking anime, guy. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't... look. Yo, this is actually a sad Yagu moment. Holy shit, man. I should have caught it on your dick. Yo, that would have been the move, to be honest. Yo, next time I'm in this exact situation, I'll try to remember that for the future, but... Yo, Domo can't get coochie or donuts. Actually factual. I just take all these L's. Fuck me, man. Anyways, Tiz1, thank you so much for the 2 months with the Prime. Thank you very much. And May Kitsune, thank you so much for the 3 months as well, May. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very kind of you guys. And a good sashimi with the 4-month prime. Thank you very much, sashimi. I appreciate your guys' support with the resubs. Welcome back. Ah, man. That was a fat fucking... Thank you so much for the hype train as well, guys. Yo, that was such a fat L I took. Oh my god. It is what it is. Anyways, welcome. It's your boy Domo. I'm late for the stream. Again, what's new? But it wasn't really my fault this time. It wasn't really my fault. It was just a straight plain glazed donut Sly. Also, we have Sly in the chat, partner of Fofamit, who we have, our guest tonight. Oh, you guys can see my Twitter. That's kind of cool. Anyways. What was he saying here? I totally forgot what I was saying. Fuck! Anyways. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, right. It was not my fault. Fo was trying to figure out some technical difficulties because she's got this crazy fucking setup, yo, on some like cinema level shit. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the trailer. If you you know, which is dope, when I put out the trailer, I saw a lot of people that were like, yo, I have no idea who Fofamit is, which is perfect. I love that because that means I'm putting you on someone new. It's like, it doesn't really help as much if I'm interviewing someone who you guys know already. It's content, but I'm not putting you guys on anyone new. So when I hear comments like, oh, I don't know this person, or wow, she looks interesting, I love that. So, welcome. And also, Sushi, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Sly. Thank you very much, Sushi. I appreciate it. Ooh, 4 a.m. there? Jeez. Well, thank you so much, Alyssa, for staying up. But you should definitely go sleep. Sleep over streams, 100%. Mo? Oh, what the heck, Mo? What's up? What's up, homie? How are you? We got familiar faces here. Tane, we got Seto, Hiro. Zermi, welcome as well. Pate. Yo, and Guy. Holy shit, 6 months. Apparently your 6-month anniversary since the first interview is in 8 days. Can't wait to help you all the same, my man. Thank you so much, Guy. Yeah, in 8 days, it'll be my 6-month anniversary for streaming, my half-year anniversary. So that's coming up, yo. Jeez. It feels like it was just like last month or a couple months ago. It's been crazy. Goonie, long-time supporter as well. Thank you so much, Goonie. I appreciate it. I don't call you Gooniella anymore. I'm a new man. But thank you so much, Goonie. I appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you, guys. Sungi as well in chat as well. Rapolio. Of course, those are my people. Thank you guys so much for stopping by again. Appreciate it as per usual. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Sorry, just trying to get my other assets here. Yo, and Sly, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Fo as well. Thank you. Partners in crime. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Alimba as well. Rice. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate it. Jammy as well. I imagine most of you guys are coming from me, but is there anyone who's coming from... is there any first-time viewers in here, guys? Can I get a 1 in chat if you're a first-time viewer? Don't cap here, guys. Don't cap. I know who's lying. 1 in chat if you're a first-time viewer. Systems. Dope. Okay, Nadia. Relax. Yo, Mikan. Oh, what's up, Mikan? Hello. Jumble. Crunch. Alright, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. I can see... I know who's capping in here. First time Fofamit. Okay, fair. I guess in that case, all of you, right? I was gonna put a 1 to fuck around. Yeah, I know, Mikan. Wait, didn't I just follow you recently, Mikan? Right? That wasn't too long ago, I believe. That was after the Domodachi, I think, right? The background music has a lot more non-copyrighted than usual. Do you want something that's non-copyrighted but also still sounds like copyrighted music? We can do that. Here, I'll play the usual one for you, Guy. I'll play the usual. This is Kawaii Future Bass Volume 1 off some like random fucking video with 2 mil subscribers. This is probably copyrighted, to be honest. Can we see your mug? Yeah, it's Kiara from Hololive. That's my girl right there. Yo, Kiara. Oh, I almost said the S word. Kiara Shrimps, where are you at? I just found that you were a thing, and it's super interesting since this kind of interview shit is what I absolutely love. Hey, well, welcome, Doodle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're... Well, I mean, we haven't really done anything yet, but I'm glad you're here to enjoy the content. Why is your voice so crisp? It's the mic, I swear on my life. It's the typical, like, every fucking streamer in the world has it. The Shure SM7B. And the Go XLR mixer as well. That's like the streamer combo. Fucking don't get... Please, God, if you guys are getting a mixer, don't get this. It is not worth the money. It, like, looks nice and shit. The build quality is not there. The software is too complicated. Don't get the Go XLR. I promise you guys. This is not... This... You know how much this... Dude, $550 Canadian. 500... Don't buy this! Don't buy this. You can get a better one for like $150. Get them... Honestly, if you had to choose, get the mini. Save yourself at least like $150-200. But, oh my God, don't get this mixer. This mixer sucks for the price. Don't get it. I would return it, but it's past the 30 days. And I've made up my decision on it. For initially, I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. It looks dope. No. You can get one for like $150. It'll do the job. Don't get this one. The mini is fine. Yo, welcome Fugi as well. Yeah, honestly, the mini is fine. I don't even use like the sound pad or the fucking... I don't use any of this shit ever in stream. Like, I've used it like twice, ever. And the comedic effect is not worth the extra $200. I promise you. So ass, guys. But I'd use it, yeah, like once or twice. Use the... buy something else. Buy something else with that money. I promise you. 550 loonies, yes. Both of you guys can afford one. I mean, if you do get to that point, Mikata, then then don't use the money on this. Don't do it, please. I'm trying to save you guys here. If you want to fucking buy, you want to waste your money, then waste your money. You don't even need to buy hardware to do that. Exactly. Yeah, you can literally use a fucking software or whatever. I promise you. Anyway, sorry. Just letting viewers sink in right now. Give it another minute, guys. Give it like one more minute. Yo, Haley, what's up? That's the homie too. Also, I in chat. Alimba, I think I called you out, Alimba, already. Aquatic Lettuce. Hi, Domo. Hi, what's up? What the fuck going on? But yeah, seriously, get another... Get it. Don't get this shit. I promise you, this shit ain't worth it. TBD Vtuber as well, back again. Also, Anna as well. Hello. Fova time, you already know what it is. Are you drinking black coffee? Yeah, I always drink black coffee. I don't really like... I'll put like 1 tablespoon of cream every now and again. But for the most part, I take my coffees black. You're disgusting, Domo? Yeah, okay. And you're like 12 years old. Grow up. It's coffee, okay? If you don't like drinking coffee black, then don't make it my problem. Literally 12 years old. Not even allowed to stream. I'm 18, cap. Definitely. I seen the way you act on Twitter and on stream. You guys ever hear Haley's voice? 12 years old. 12 and a half tops. Anyways. Just kidding, Joe. I'm fucking with you, yo. Because I thought it was 12. Yeah, see what I mean? Yo, you can't make this shit up. I swear to God, you can't make this shit up, yo. The scripts write themselves. You had to send them ID? There's no way. That's fucking jokes. Yo, I was just capping, to be honest with you. But even Twitch is on your ass for that. Yo, Haruka, what's up, homie? Yo, her voice sounds like a 12-year-old. I was like, yeah, the regular Domo stream. Yo, don't ever miss like more than 5 seconds of a Domo stream, because you will always need context for this shit. Otherwise, it's gonna sound really bad. You can pop in, like, leave the stream for like 5 minutes, come back, and I'll be saying some stupid fucked up shit, and you're gonna be like, what was he just talking about? It sounds really bad. Yeah, CX definitely knows. Domo out of context is mad. Yeah, don't ever leave the stream. I need context, even though I'm a part of the stream. Yeah, it's true, honestly. I need to poop. Can we cause the convo then? Absolutely not. You're gonna come back to some rando shit, Goonie, I promise you. Also, Multicore, welcome back. Your Sweet Pea, hello. Good coffee is good black. Your coffee is terrible without milk too much. True, very true. Take the phone with you. Yeah, yo, actually, big brain. Take the phone with you. Anyways, hold on. Before I switch this, the thingy, let me see if my assets are in order here. We got the phone thing, we got this. Okay. Just chatting. Let's go back to, oh, no. I want this one. Okay, perfect. Okay, so everything is in order, guys. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything's in order before I transition. I have this window popped up. By the way, streaming 6 months, guys, but I still need room to prepare even when I'm on the stream. 6 months, guys. 6 months. Okay. Dope. So you know how it is. Thank you, Sly. I was kind of just, a little degrading, self-degrading humor there. Is that happening? How much time is... Yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying, That's what I'm saying. I don't know where the fuck I'd be without Guy, honestly. Experience FOMO. Yeah, true, Guy. Yo, honestly, you should have a FOMO stream, to be honest. Wait, no Coco Happies yet. You guys are so preemptive, yo. You guys are... Wait. Don't make me fucking... Don't prematurely Coco Happy. Don't prematurely Coco Happy. Hang in there, guys. Just wait. You almost have it. Let me just check on some shit. Where is Fo? I'm trying to find Fo here. Okay, Fo's here. You can barely catch her on screen. Fo, if you can hear me, can you, which you can't in the server, but can you, like, give me a little, like, side-to-side wave if you're ready to go? Oh. Hey, there she is, doing a little dance. Perfect. Oh, you guys can kind of see her on stream. So, alright, guys, without further ado, I'm gonna stop the music here real quick. We're gonna play the trailer. Oh. Yo, Hazu! Thank you so much! He's so stupid. Yo, this girl's so down bad. It's so fucked up, yo. It's so fucked up. Yo, Heike, I would give you Domo arms right now, but I'm fucking wearing a long sleeve, and this should be mad tight, so I can't. I apologize, yo. So you're gonna have to deal with it. It's fuck yous for the meme. Okay, yo. That's not what the fucking group chat says. That's not what the group... This girl... Yo, this girl's wild. Yo, Nane, welcome. Yo, Raiders, welcome. Thank you so much. Regio, welcome. Outrage, Cosmic. Yo, Cosmic, what's up? Welcome back. Fies, welcome back. Yo, welcome. Sorry, I don't want to keep our lovely guest, Fo, waiting any longer. So, I'm going to pause the music here. And let me see him, guys. Let me see some Coco Happies in chat. Once I see him, I want to see a fucking fat train of Coco Happies. Then we play the trailer, and then we bring our lovely guest, Fo, in. Ah, beautiful. This shit's... Oh my god, my serotonin is just through the fucking roofs! Let's go, baby! And without further ado, let's play the trailer. See you guys on the other side.
Hi, Fofamit here. I don't know if I can move. He died! Hi, DocCon. That's so naughty. The sleep paralysis demon. Care Vtuber. Ow! All right. I'm in virtual reality.
And without further ado, welcome our guest tonight, Fo. Fo, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. Glad that I got over the technical issues. How are you?
Good.
Other than Rip Donut.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was really excited for that one too. I popped it in the microwave for like 8 seconds. That's like prime microwave donut time, and then just down the toilet. Fuck, man. Anyways.
Wait. Was it a Timmy's donut?
It was not a Timmy's. It was like some Canadian marketplace shit. I can't be buying Tim Hortons is that like all we're known for? Is that all Canadians are known for? Just like Tim Hortons and like saying A at the end of our sentences? Is that it? Do you know anything else about Canadians, Fo?
I grew up in Canada.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's dope. All right, well, you know what? My bad then. My bad. Yo, sorry about that. Yo, shit. I'm out here roasting my own kind. Oh, jeez. Oh, also, sorry I missed this earlier, but Gucci, thank you so much for the 5 months. Love you, bitch. Yo, love you too, Gucci. Thank you so much, yo. Anyways, we have today with us, Fo. Fo, how are you? How was your, is everything in order? Because a little bit before, We came into some technical difficulties. What was going on there, by the way?
Steam. I'm not wearing a VR headset, but my tracking relies on Steam VR, and sometimes Steam VR is like, no, let's not work. So I had to manually repair every single tracker that I have, which is 10.
Which is 10? You have 10 trackers?
Including the controllers, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, first of all, yo, Steve, thank you so much for the 4 months. Let's go! And Yuxi, I see you in chat. Hello, Yuxi. Yo. Okay, so you have 10 trackers? Do you have to, like, reprogram the tracking every time you stream? How does that work?
No, it should just be automatic. I'm going through the issue is that I have I used to use index controllers for my hand tracking, and in VR chat there's like a pool game. It's actually really good. I tried it for the first time yesterday. But since my joystick is broken on my index controller, I just I turned it off and then switched on a Vive controller, and it was working then, but I'm guessing that's what caused the issue.
Gotcha. So are you using the broken controller now, or?
No, it's just sitting on the floor.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm glad you got that sorted out. Blame Domo. What do you mean? I didn't even do anything, guys. It wasn't me this time. No, I promise.
It was me. It was me.
It's okay.
Domo was trying to be nice. It's like, we can reschedule. They're used to me being the issue and being late, and I'm like, no, it's my fault. Just give me 7 minutes. And if I can't figure it out in 7 minutes, then I sincerely apologize. And Domo's like, okay.
I disclaimed to her already. I was like, regardless of what happens now, whether it's your fault or it's my fault or like a meteor crashed onto my house, the chat will still blame me for being late. It doesn't matter at that point. So I was like, all right, whatever. If we're late, we're late. And we can reschedule. It doesn't matter. So, but I'm glad that you got everything sorted out. Geez, everything looks great. The model looks great. Your room and everything looks great. Like your whole stream setup, I'm super jealous. I have this desk and this overpriced mixer. So you already one-upping me here, Fo.
I still want a Go XLR, even though I know buying like a Red Scarlet 3rd gen is probably a better investment.
To be honest,
it's
yes.
Still nice.
I know. You're gonna run into some software issues, but if you can work your way around them, then it's worth it. For me, I'm still kind of struggling with that. So, but it does look pretty. Wait, you're still gonna buy Go XLR even though you can't see it on stream, really?
I like it being able to press buttons, like physical buttons.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what?
Like, I know like everyone should like don't spend your money. Get like an Elgato Wave 3. Has all the software toggles.
Yeah. It's okay.
But the microphone that I want is it's XLR, so.
Yeah. You know what? That makes sense. I'm not gonna argue with you there. I don't know how expensive Go XLRs and whatever are in your part of the. Well, first of all, whereabouts in the world are you from?
So I'm from Canada.
You are from Canada.
And then Sly and I moved to Korea a number of years ago, and yeah, so right now we're located in Korea. A Go XLR here costs about the same after like Canadian taxes.
Gotcha. I imagine like import fees will kill you, but yeah, that's beside the point. Well, first of all, it's always nice to see a fellow Canadian. Makes me feel right at home. But even more so.
No doubt about it.
What'd you say? What did you say?
No doubt about it.
No, that sounded so fake. Are you really Canadian? I don't know about that accent.
Yeah. I'm the most like Americanized Canadian.
Yeah, no, honestly, me too. I'm not like I'm such a bootleg Walmart Canadian. I don't even like hockey, to be honest. So.
Oh, me too.
Yo, you don't like hockey too?
I mean, shh.
Oh yeah.
No one heard that.
Yeah. I'm taking this part out of the stream. I'm going back into the video producer and I'm removing this part. They can't know. We'll be castricized. But anyways, that aside, you're located in Korea now. That's super awesome. And what do you I don't know if do you talk about this on stream? Like what do you do in Korea, or is it like something openly known?
I mainly just talk about like what I'm qualified for.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I say that I'm a qualified teacher. I can teach from kindergarten to grade 12, and I have taught within those grade ranges. But
Nice.
like, I don't share any information other than that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because yeah,
Yeah, that
I
can
want
get.
the streams to be like focused on like just the streaming aspect, and without getting like I'm okay sharing personal details, but like nothing that would lead back to like people finding out where I work
Wait, so you mean you're
or
not
like
going to tell
where I
us?
live or things like that.
You're not going to tell us your home address? Wait, what the heck? That's. You know
Oh,
what?
it's 123 Big Street.
Yeah. Yeah, 123 Sesame Street, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where I live too. That's
Yeah.
my same block. That's awesome. This lives like tell us where you live. That's
My
awesome.
birthday is June 9th, 1969. And I'm 69 years old. Don't check the dates.
Say, me too, me too. Uh, wait, I mean, okay, well, jokes aside, I don't think I've actually interviewed anyone that was Korean or is from Korea or residing in Korea. I don't like, I don't know, chat. Do I? I'm trying to think of it now. I don't think I have. I knew someone who knew how to speak Korean, and that was like closest that I got. So that's actually pretty interesting. Is there anything that I should know about Korea before I decide to visit? Because I've gone to Japan last year, like early last year before the lockdown, and that was super fun. I plan to go to Korea next. Korea's my next Asian country that I want to go to.
It depends on the experience that you want. I would say if you want like the traditional experience,
Hmm.
I would say visit the southern province of Jola. But there's not a lot of city action going on there, but like you'll be able to experience all the food, the festivals, and all the things like that. If you want like a balance of like city life and like Korean culture,
Yeah.
then Sly used to live in Busan, and I would say visit there.
Ah.
She could speak like a lot of she loves that place, and I also like that place too. If you visit and you only stay in Seoul, you'll be sorely disappointed. It's basically just like big Toronto.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know. Jamie said it in chat too. It actually, like, the go-to is like, oh yeah, you should visit Seoul just because, you know, city and party life. And I do like that kind of thing too. But equally, I like to see the culture of the city or whatever the country that I'm going to. So you said Busan is the next best thing, hey? Or not next best thing,
Yeah,
but the best thing for that.
and if you want to, a flight to Japan is like $50, there and back without any check bags.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Whoa.
like you could just be like, you could visit, just you could be in Japan, and then just make like Korea your side visit.
Wait, $50 with no. Wait, what does that mean? What does it mean? So, like, if you don't bring any baggage, it's $50, or you bring a hand carry on?
Yeah, like hand
Really?
carry on, they will weigh it.
Oh shoot, that's kind of awesome. I'm just thinking about like where I would leave my baggage in Japan. I could probably leave it in like a locker in Japan, because that only costs like, I think like $5 for a whole 24-hour period. Then I go over to the Korea for $50. That's so awesome. Holy shit. Yeah, subway lockers. Yeah, true, true. Yo, I might do. Yeah, because that's what I was doing, Sly, when I was in Japan. If we were moving place to place, we would leave our baggages in subway lockers if we were staying at like Airbnbs that were far from each other. So, you know what? Fo, I'm going to highly consider that actually. Like a day or two trip in Korea and then just go back to Japan. That's awesome. Sly said that we used to do that all the time. Really? You guys used to do that?
Yeah, yeah. We used to go to Japan all the time.
That's so sick. Can you guys imagine that? Going to Japan for $50? That's so sick, honestly. Okay. Well, I mean, aside from those nice points, is there anything that I need to know about like Korean culture or anything before I head there?
I think you'll be okay. You might get so since you're Asian, they might expect you to speak Korean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So other than that, you'll be fine. What I would recommend would be just to learn the Korean alphabet. You can learn it within a day. It's a completely phonetic language.
Okay, okay.
So, and what you'll discover is that it'll make your life here infinitely easier because essentially most of the Korean language is just borrowed language. So like if you just say taxi or bus terminal, the Korean people will know what you're saying as long as you put like that Korean accent on it.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, everyone said like Hangul is so easy. Okay. Well, you know what? I will
Yeah,
take.
and then like yeah, you can read it too. Sorry.
No, no, no. You're good. You're good. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, and it's like when you look at like Google Maps and everything's in Korean, like if you can be like, oh, that's a bus terminal, department store,
Yo, really? Like
something
that
like that.
easy?
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Really? Okay. Okay. That's awesome. You know what? I'm gonna take your word for that then, and learn the Korean alphabet. Maybe just to like ease up on my K dramas too. Not that I watch too many anymore, but okay, all right. And you know what's funny? It's not really related to Korea or anything, but what I didn't know is that Korea actually celebrates Lunar New Year as well, which is why you have today off. It's Lunar New Year's there right now, or
Yes, today is Lunar New Year's.
gotcha.
So Sly has the day off too.
Oh, do you have any?
Oh, it's a long weekend.
Wait, you have like from now till the weekend, like Sunday, off? Holy shit, that's actually so long. That's sick. Okay. Do you guys have any plans or no?
Streaming?
No, I mean,
Um,
no,
wait,
not.
wait, I am working on like a super secret project with some other VTubers.
Oh, okay.
We were just doing some I had a proof of concept. I'm like, is this gonna work? And it worked. And we were talking about it today. It's like and that's like something that I'm probably gonna be working on the side in addition to like the normal grind of like, you know, every day trying to tell myself I have to make a TikTok.
All right, guys, I'll leak it. It's the VTuber Olympics. All right, now you guys know. You know what? Actually, now
What?
I'm thinking about it, that would actually be a dope. I know I was just joking just now, but that would be kind of a dope concept. Wait, VTuber Olympics, right, May? Yeah, that would be kind of sick. I might have to get on that. Okay, anyways, that's something to think about. But back to you, Fo. For those who don't know, who are you? Who's Fo? Who's Fofamit?
Um, I'm a VTuber, and I guess I got into streaming about like 2 years ago. And the thing is that I'm like a completely new person to Twitch. Like the only person I think I watched on Twitch before was Total Biscuit, and
Damn.
yeah, that's about. Oh wait, and Dodger. Those are the only people I watched. And then so I made a Twitch account, and I'm just like, let's try this streaming thing. And I originally started with something called Face Rig, and Face Rig is really bad.
Damn,
Basically,
really bad. How
Face
so?
Rig. The tracking on it is not good.
Really? Okay. Is there like so? What's
And
the? Sorry, keep going.
oh, and to make models in it, it's super not intuitive. Like especially if you wanted to make a 3D model.
Mm-hmm.
Like so then I decided, you know what, I heard of this virtual reality thing. I've been really excited about it. And I remember like hearing a lot about like the Oculus DK1, DK2, the CV1 that came out, and I was like, oh, what's the best? And I did all the research, like the research that you do like if you really want to buy something and you want to waste your money.
Yeah.
So I got a VR headset. I bought one used, and I'm like, okay, I spent all this money on a graphics card and a new headset. What are some free games that I can get? And then I saw VR Chat was like the #1 game. And then I streamed VR Chat for like probably about a year, which is if you don't know what it is, it's basically like you can bring your like an anime style model or any kind of model. So like if you wanted to, you could be like Thanos, and you can stream it's a super easy way to do like VTubing.
Yeah. Amazing, like justification research. True. Also, Pepe saw you in chat. What's up, brother? Yeah, no, I got you. So how did all that? So you bought the VR set. You're like looking up games and shit. You got into VR. But how did it? That's a pretty big jump. You went from like VR to like what you're doing now. It's like you got like full body tracking and everything too. Yo, Kuro, thank you so much. Kuro moment, yo, thank you so much for the 5 months, Kuro. Appreciate it. But yeah, sorry. Back to you. Like, how did you get to where you are now?
Okay. So I was one of those people who did like I was a no speaking streamer
Okay.
for most of that time. And
Okay.
I made a lot of friends on VR chat. And then I knew someone who was like a model like they made other streamers models. And then one day I saw him streaming and I'm like, that's VR chat model. But he's not in VR chat. I'm like, are you using VR chat right now? He's like, no. I'm like, what? What are you doing? And then he explained something called an application called V Magic Mirror. And then I'm like, oh, this is cool. So then I learned how to use that program. And it's like a VTubing application that requires like no webcam. It's like keyboard and mouse controlled.
Right.
And optionally, you could use a webcam. And then from there, I'm like, okay, I need something better than that. Then I started using Luppet, which I think is a lot of other VTubers would know. It's like the most commonly used 3D VTubing app.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
then to get to where I am now, I think around in August. So like last August, I saw on YouTube there's someone doing a tech demo. They were wearing an accent suit, and they had a skateboard helmet with like a GoPro mount attaching an iPhone to their face.
Holy
And
shit,
they're
that
like,
sounds
they're
complicated.
doing like, and oh no, it looked really easy. It was just like basically a picture, just an iPhone with a GoPro mount, and then they're just wearing like a bodysuit.
Okay.
And it was just wirelessly connected to their computer, and like on the big screen you could see like this 3D character that it's tracking live. And I was like, how do I do this? I started using Unreal Engine, and basically I got everything working in Unreal Engine, and then realized that it's really complicated to build and compile something out of Unreal Engine, especially if you're like a someone who doesn't know anything about coding and you're kind of dumb. So I'm like, okay, well, I know Unity, and I saw this demo called the Heretic demo. They're Unity's answer to the digital humans that Unreal Engine has. And I was like, oh, you can get like really nice looking stuff in Unity. So then I made this in Unity.
Damn. So you came quite the long ways. Eniguma, thank you so much for the 2 months. Hi, yo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eniguma. Yeah, what Kuro said was, yeah, it sounds like a lower tech version of what they use for Hollywood 3D animation. Yeah, it's almost like just like a notch down, so it's like obviously more affordable. But that sounds super cool. Yeah, okay. There's a lot I want to ask you regarding that, but I will.
Sure.
I'll leave it for a little bit later. First off, how long have you been VTubing for? Because you just mentioned you're doing like no voice VTubing for a little bit. How long were you doing that for?
Oh,
Just like VTubing in general. Sorry.
the entire time. So like 2 years, just over 2 years.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. June 2019, Sly said.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Is that 2 years?
Like approaching that, like a year and a half?
I think so.
Something like
Yeah,
that. Something like that.
yeah, something like that.
All right. Yo, White Wolf, Enlim, yo, welcome. But yeah, okay, so that's quite a long time. Are there any noticeable differences from when you first started VTubing to now? You're doing a lot of different stuff now. Obviously, you have an entirely new engine you're working with. What's different now?
Okay, in terms of like what I'm doing on Twitch, or like the stuff that I'm using.
Maybe a little bit of both, but let's start with the Twitch stuff.
Okay, on Twitch, I had no idea what a raid was. So the first time I got raided, I'm like, my first thought was like panic. I'm like, is like my stream getting hacked or something? Because like there's like I was like, oh, the chat's moving so fast. I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
There's like 5 people like typing all at once. What do I do?
Am I being
everyone's
hacked
like,
right now? What's going on?
And then well, I obviously learned how to do stuff. And originally I was doing like no speaking on stream.
Right, right.
And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm having. Have you ever tried typing in VR?
No, I don't even know what that's like, to be honest.
Do you have a VR headset?
I do not. I've no idea how any of that shit works, to be honest. Also, Emu, I saw you in chat. What's up, yo? Well, yeah, I have
Okay,
no idea how that
imagine
shit
like.
works.
Imagine like laser pointers, and then
Okay.
these laser pointers have little triggers on them. So wherever you point the laser pointer, like now imagine a keyboard, and you have to point the laser pointer at a keyboard, and then you have to like click, like pull the triggers to type.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. So that's how I interacted with my chat. I got very good at that. I think my max typing speed with accuracy was like 40 words per minute, and that's how I would interact with my chat in VR.
Jesus, that's rough. That's rough.
And then I'm like, how can I do this on desktop? And I'm like, okay, I'll try the speech to text. So I had like a little like speech bubble that was below here, but the problem with the speech to text was that it would say things really poorly. So like, especially usernames, like there's someone like iFool, like one of my first like watchers.
Yeah.
And every time I said oh hey iFool, how are you doing? It would say like Eiffel Tower, how goes it?
Yeah, it's just like auto saying for you or whatever, I guess. Gee, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, also, sorry, real quick, yo, Sly. Thank you so much for the gifted subs to both Emu and Jammy. Thank you so much, Sly. I appreciate that. Yo, that's really, really rough. But yeah, I'm glad that you went into like voice, because that's definitely a change of pace for you. Okay, so
Yeah.
really, really big differences there. Okay, let's just jump into, so we get your origins now. I interview a lot of VTubers and streamers, from PNG tubers, Live2D, obviously you're familiar with as well, Vroid models, but you in particular have a very interesting setup that you use right now that differs from the rest. So can you explain to me what is going on? You mentioned you're using Unity now or initially, like what the heck is going on here? Can you show off a bit?
So now I'm using Unity. I did actually prepare a tech demo, but I'm worried that like I'm worried that I'm gonna break things.
What does that even mean?
Let's throw caution to the wind and just give me like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I have a transition for it, so it should work. Okay.
You're making me nervous here. I feel like some shit's gonna blow up or something. I'm like kind of scared.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I just went black screen. Didn't load the oh, there we go.
Yo, Kusu, thank you so much for the raid of 20. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders.
Okay, so I think this would be. Oh, okay. Give me a second.
What the hell is going on?
It
What am I
broke a little
looking
bit.
at?
All right. Okay. So we're.
Whoa!
And then let me turn
What the
my
fuck?
screens on.
What the heck is going on
Okay.
right now?
Exit that. Okay. So right now, this is my setup. So I prepared this because it'd be a lot easier to explain what my actual setup is like.
Right. Okay.
So let me actually adjust the camera with the manual one.
Whoa! You can see. Whoa! This is so trippy. You can see like the Twitch
Okay.
chat. You can see everything. This is so weird. What the fuck
Alright,
am I
so
looking at?
this is my current setup. So everything. So these glowing things are Vive trackers. So this
Okay.
is actually the location of where the Vive trackers are.
Ah, all right. Wow.
And
So your trackers are tracked. That's that's so weird.
Yeah. So this is actually what's controlling my body. So it's all driven by where these trackers are right now.
Okay.
So I have one on my back. Oh, my calibration's a bit off, so I probably need to T-pose later. And then I have one on my head where it's tracking my head location. It's all tracked
Right.
something called like inverse kinematics. And then
Even
I
your
used to
fingers
use
are tracked.
Yes, I was gonna say I was using what's it called it, index controllers before, which is just like VR controllers. But the issue that I was having is if I wanted to play like, hold on, if I wanted to type on my keyboard or do something like that, having like a controller in your hand wasn't really that great.
Right. I understand.
So I ended up getting VR gloves.
What the hell
So
is
that's
that?
why it's using a tracker. VR gloves are just like
Oh, VR gloves.
I don't have
sorry,
a demonstration for. Yeah. They're just like gloves that you put on that track your hands.
Whoa, that's so crazy. So like they're like individual trackers built into the gloves that will track finger movement.
Um, there's something like, okay, so inside the gloves, there's actually like, so right here, there's something called a flex sensor. So it can
Mm,
it without getting, basically what it does, it can detect like how your finger bends, and
right.
then it sends it to your computer.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't have to like explain the nitty gritty of it. I just need like a vague explanation for my goldfish brain to understand. So for the most part, I am catching on here. This is crazy. And I noticed, yeah, White Wolf even said, but you have a tracker on your chair. That's interesting.
Yes. There's a tracker on my chair. Well, okay, so there's a whole story behind the track chair. So basically, I remember I saw Project Melody, and
Yeah.
she had, well, actually, the first people, I'm like, why are people putting like a PNG of a chair behind them? And then I saw Project Melody on Twitch, and I was just like, wait a second, is her chair moving? How do I do this? So what I initially did was I was like, okay, well, can I like rig a human chair? So like that has like a human skeleton and like track it that way.
Human
And
skeleton. Okay.
yeah, it didn't turn out well. It basically, like, if you've ever seen The Simpsons and like they did the parody of Harry Potter and they're doing like transforming things into frogs, and then Bart makes a frog that just can't stop vomiting, and it says, "My every moment I live is suffering." That's basically what my chair was doing.
Okay, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. That's quite the
So
analogy there.
I eventually figured out that you could just place one tracker on a normal object in Unity, and then as long as you like calibrate it right, so like this is just I just turn it on and it works now. And
Is your chair made out
it's
of
just a
jello?
chair.
What is going on here?
Oh well, I mean it's not a real chair, so like you can add jiggle physics to it. This is the I think
Yo.
I lovingly say to my chat, this is a the new upcoming VTuber with jiggle physics where it counts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Chair
yeah.
Champ.
Yo, the chairs get the boing boing. Holy shit. The boing boing physics. What the? Also, yo, Emmy, thank you so much for the 3 months. Sup, Dogmo. Yo, what's up? Also, Dogmo. What the heck were you, Haley? But thank you for the
And
3 months.
and then I also have one on my microphone as well, so I can. Oh, I'm in the way. I can move it around.
Wow, so oh my god, that's crazy. Right. So it moves according to, wow, that's so, you don't really think about like the small stuff like that, like having to track your mic, but it's those small nuances almost that make a big difference that like, really makes or breaks the immersion, I guess, in your setup. So that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the issue, like, everything that I add to this, I have to learn something. So with this microphone, so there's only one tracking point. So with me on my body, the inverse kinematics is all already handled for me with motion capture software called virtual motion capture.
Right.
Whereas this microphone, I had to teach myself how to do inverse kinematics, and it was a learning experience, which is which is good.
But you had to learn a whole, you had to learn a
It's
whole thing for you to rig your microphone or what?
Yeah, well, originally I had the same track. I just had the microphone stationary, and I had I had the tracker attached to a tripod.
Right.
And originally I was gonna have it attached to a camera, but then I realized it's a pain in the butt to like manually move a camera around. And then
That makes sense.
I
Yeah, yeah.
originally had it attached to so I changed it to be a green screen, so like I can have like a joke is like, okay, let's go and play our game. So let me get my green screen out and pop it out, but I never got to use it too much.
Damn.
So I figured the mic would be the best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay. This is fascinating. And okay, one I guess the elephant in the room is you have a gigantic ass iPhone 8 or whatever in front of your face right now. What the fuck is going on there?
Okay, so Code Miko, I only know this because I looked into what Code Miko uses now.
Right.
But originally, like I mentioned, like way back in August, before I found out about like I guess anyone else doing something similar, there was that person that was demonstrating the iPhone, and you can do this in Unreal Engine, they provide their own free iPhone application that will do face tracking called Live Link Face. So it's just like an iPhone that tracks. Now I'm using Unity and a free application that you can get on the Apple Play Store called Wide.io. And you just basically load up your model in the iPhone. And then I just made a custom head mount so that I can always have it like right in front of me, because you get the best tracking if it can clearly see your face at all times.
So you're using this specifically for face tracking and nothing else?
Only face tracking.
Wow.
So like if we go to my face, like I can do like, I can move my eyebrows. I have cheek movement. It's an anime face, right? So it's not going to be as expressive as like a more realistic face.
Right, of course. Yo, what?
Yeah.
That's great. It tracks like the tongue too. That's awesome. Like it can tell. That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Okay.
And then normally I have the screens on, but since we're in a call over Discord, Discord's quite heavy, but normally I have my screens reflected here using something called NDI. If you've ever heard about, if you ever researched like dual PC setups, you might have heard of like the way to do it through NDI. It's the same thing. It's basically sending your displays over a network. And then I also have a Twitch chat. And thank you so much for the follows.
Yeah, this is awesome to look at. Yo, that's crazy. So that's so sick. Okay, so if someone falls, you can see that happen in real time in your like the actual stream. That's so I can see like Kusu.
Yeah, so like if I wanted to, I could. It just tracks the chat. I was having this. So this is a code that I found on GitHub and then modified, and then spent hours trying to get it to work, and then I finally gave up and asked for help. And someone's like, "Oh, I know what your problem is," and they fixed this one line in like a minute, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." That thing that I was having hours and hours of problems with, you fixed right away. Thank you so much.
Resolved in a minute. It's so relieving, but yeah, also frustrating at the same time, I imagine.
Yeah. So like it tracks everything that's in chat. The only thing it doesn't show emoticons.
So I imagine. Sorry, I'm just really taken aback right now because there's a lot going on in your stream. I imagine this whole like all the trackers, obviously this head mount and the iPhone and like literally everything you got going on is really expensive, I would imagine, yes?
Okay. In terms of thanks, Jamie. Okay. It is okay. So I want to preface it with one thing. When someone always comes out into my stream and they're like, should I buy all these things? And I think to me, a lot of this is the same, like the second coming of, I bought a fancy RGB computer and an SM7B and a Go XLR, but like I'm sitting at 0 viewers. Like what's happening? I have all the right things.
Yeah.
And like I always always used to give the example of like, of XQC, which is basically he uses like a Walmart mic that he farts into, and like a Walmart quality a microphone.
No,
sorry, and a webcam.
He has like 6 consoles, a satellite, a dog cam, a cat cam. He has a lot going on actually.
Yeah, but I mean like he doesn't like, he has the nice stuff, but he like purposely just doesn't use it, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And now with VTubers, like I guess there's Nuxtaku, Nuxanor, who for the longest time just used a PNG. He's like a VTuber on YouTube. He just recently got a like a 2D model, but like for the longest time he literally just would switch between like 5 PNGs, and like he had like 1 million subs on YouTube, and he did that with just a PNG, because I'd say always people are there for you. And they're not there for like your cool setup.
Yeah.
So I mean, in terms of
no, go on, please. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, to get to the question is like, in terms of price, this setup would be.
You don't have to give any numbers here or anything. I'm just like, that was a general question, you know.
I, I would say if you want this like to just be able to move each of the trackers, these are about $100 US each,
Yikes.
and then the cost of an iPhone with Face ID. It can't just be any iPhone. It has to basically, if it has a home button, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think it's like the 8 up, right?
10 up.
10 up, jeez. Oh my god. Ugh.
And then a VR headset, but it has to be like a Steam VR headset. So it has to be either an HTC Vive, a
Vive, yeah.
Pimax, or a Valve Index.
Oh god, yo.
And
Yeah.
then
Nadia. Yeah.
a lot of people have been asking about the gloves, and they're like, "Oh, VR gloves, yeah." And a lot of people I think have. So I'm happy to share what these gloves are. These are they're gloves called Feel the Same, by Molson Hands. They're a Korean company. They're like $600 US. They're affordable in terms of VR gloves, but these are essentially worthless unless you make your own stuff. So like
Right.
you can't just like, let's say like, oh, I'm gonna use these gloves in Beat Saber or Pavlov or VR Chat. They won't work.
Right. So wait, hold on. Make your own stuff. So like you have to like write your own code or something for it to work, or like have a program ready for that. Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah, you need to. They give you an SDK for
Mm,
Unity and Unreal Engine.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So wow. Basically, what she's saying, guys, is that you guys will not be able to afford this. Don't even bother looking into it. That I will translate for you guys. Don't go into.
I'm just saying, like, you don't need to spend money. You don't need to spend like I'm happy to share what it is, but like I don't want to be the person that's like, yeah, look at me. I have 100 viewers regularly, and you know,
I
you
got you.
too
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
also have that many viewers. Cause like there's also people that are coming that are like, I want to be like Code Miko. Like, how do I do that? And I'm like, well, she uses an Accent suit, which starts at $12,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She uses $12,000 minimum, probably 20,000 was probably what she paid,
Woo!
plus a yearly subscription.
Right.
She
Yeah. You have
recently
to have the
got
license.
Magnus VR gloves, which are 2,000 with a yearly subscription.
Oh my. Yeah.
And then she has an iPhone, which is like her lowest cost VTubing gear.
Yo, imagine fucking. Yo, did you hear what she said, guys? Yo, imagine having a brand new iPhone as your lowest cost in your entire setup. Imagine spending $1,200 on something and being like, well, this was a small price to pay. Like, crazy. Crazy. Yo, I saw Swimming's comment unrelated. Anyone want to lend me 20K? Yo. Yo, totally unrelated too. But, yo, let me lend. Someone lend me $20,000. I will pay you back in like a year or not at all.
Oh yeah,
So
Tane said like Code Miko took out a loan and like took a risk to get where she was.
really, I didn't even know that. Is that true? Okay. I mean,
She said it in her interview with Devin Nash, I think.
oh, okay. Yo, shout out Miko. Shout out the homie Miko. Her growth has been phenomenal ever since we met, and also welcome back because she just got out of a band. So happy for her. Very very happy. Did you? How did you originally get into investing into this equipment and making full body tracking, like VTubing your passion? Like how did you decide that that's what you wanted to do? Like what you're doing right now?
Well, basically it started with I wanted to play Skyrim VR on stream, but with my model, and I didn't know how. So then I found out this application called Live, but then I realized Live is kind of not so great. And then I found out something called virtual motion capture. And I was kind of playing around with it a bit. I was like, I wasn't too sure. So what was the catalyst was one of my older models. So the model that I was using before this one was ripped in VR chat, which was like the main game that I stream. And I think a lot of now when like some newer VTubers like ask like, oh, I'm thinking about getting into VR chat, I'm like, don't, because essentially once your model is in VR chat, like anyone can just yoink it. And
Right.
that's what happened to me. So I'm like, okay, I need to think of an alternative.
Oh, that makes sense. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, which kind of leads me to my next question. Like, unlike CodeMiko, you specifically are vastly integrated into the VTubing scene. Like, you're very well educated. Like, I've seen some videos in your YouTube talking about VTubers in general and the community, talking about PNG tubing, live 2D, the software there, Vroids, which, like you were saying, you just used. So I can't imagine you jumped into a setup like this in the beginning, which you didn't. You were using Vroid initially, correct? That was your very first introduction, or?
I was using I was using VR chat first, and then I learned how to convert a VR chat avatar into a VTubing compatible model, which is the format is like a VRM. So essentially,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
bunch of different model formats like VRM, FBX. Kind of think of it like with images, PNG, like BMP, JPEG, things like that.
yeah.
So there's an application called Vroid Studio which you can use to easily make models. And it only outputs in VRM, which is like the format that we use. So I've never used Vroid Studio before.
Really? Okay. Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. So I converted the model that I was using in VR chat, which is like a model that I purchased the rights to, and converted it into VRM. And then I basically got really into like researching which is like the best VTubing app, and like comparing all of them, and I just trying them all out to see like what are some different cool stuff that I can do. And like for the longest time, I would just be streaming with like a webcam in Elite Motion, which is like for finger tracking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think for the most part, I know people like Girl DM and many other like 3D VTubers also use that same tech. So, are there any other full body tracking streamers like you and Miko who I may not be aware of? Because I don't like off the top. I don't know. I don't really know anyone else.
There's Melody, and
Oh,
there's I
true,
think
true.
Waifu Baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Waifu, which I just had like a couple weeks ago, I think, on the show. Yeah. Melody,
Um,
Waifu. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I
Aside from
think
those two, I don't really know anyone else. Angel is another one that like. I actually only knew because I saw a video that you put up on your YouTube talking about like you and Miko and like the setup that. First of all, I's like I don't know what the heck I's doing, but that's some like crazy, like hyper realistic tech that they're using.
um, so I know people that know that person.
Hmm.
So what I've heard is like they've used both Unreal and Unity, and they have to be using an iPhone because the only alternative is to use licensed software, which costs like $300 a month, and I really doubt they would be doing that.
Oof.
And
Oh.
they're probably using they're either using VR trackers or they're probably using a mocap suit.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. What is? I'm curious. How do you think? How much do you think does a mocap suit cost? Like at its lowest, probably like a couple grand,
At
I
its lowest,
imagine.
there's the Perception Neuron, which starts at $1,500, and it's
Oof.
super fragile and susceptible to Wi-Fi interference.
Oh shit! Really?
There is
Oh my god! You might as well
There's
knock
no
off that.
subscription on that one, I think.
Why do
And basically,
do most suits use a subscription based service?
yes.
Really? Okay, I am not aware of this.
For essentially for live mocap. So like some of them you can use like without a subscription, and you can record the data into a file and then play it later. But other than that, like if you want to be able to like basically one-to-one live capture the motion and see it in your application, then you have to pay a subscription fee. So that brings down to the next one, which is like the Rococo suit, which is $2,500 US. And then $1,000 for the gloves and $30 a month. And then after that, there's the XN suit.
This
Yeah.
Ah, my wallet, yo.
So this is this is the lowest cost entry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, well,
And
I
yeah.
I don't know like how that initial one with like that cost 1,500, how well that works. But from what I'm seeing from your tracking, yours looks really good. Like it's all the way down. Can we actually see like another demonstration of like a full body tracking of yours? If we get like switch to an alternate camera view, yeah.
Okay. So, what you're saying before of like, is there any other full body VTubers? Essentially, every most VR chat streamers are actually using full body like VTubing avatars. I don't think they would consider themselves VTubers though.
Mm,
Because like to them they call themselves they consider themselves VR chat streamers first and foremost, but
right.
like they already have the feet trackers, they have the waist tracker, and they have the controllers. The only difference is that they're wearing a headset, and the only thing that I've changed is I've added gloves and a head tracker, and that's about it.
And you've got the fully tracked Jello chair too with the boing boing physics. Like, holy! Just get the full setup. Can we see some like dance moves from you, just to see how well the tracking works?
Like
I don't know. Like, can you like do a breakdance? Can you do like a like a head spin, or is it?
what like I can spin around.
That works too. That works too.
I'm not.
She said.
Oh,
Yeah, we've said floss.
what? Wait, I'm sitting in the chair. Hold on. Like, wait, how do you floss? You go like this.
You gotta like. Oh, that's like really close. That's really close.
I don't know how to.
Yo, I'll give you
Um,
brownie points. Honestly, it's decent. That was a decent floss for a first timer. Oh, that's so sick to like even see. The Jello chair is kind of freaking me out, to be honest. That thing has a life of its own. But regardless, seeing it is like still really really cool. So
Yeah, I think like having the chair is like the probably the best thing. Like the microphone, people don't really care about.
yeah, because you're not like readjusting it every like 10 seconds or anything. But it's just, yeah, it is really cool to see the chair like move along with you. Like you definitely don't see that. So that's cool. Jello-kun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, it's Chair-chan. Hashtag only Chair-chan on Twitter.
Oh, shoot. Only hashtag chairchan? Is that what that is?
Hashtag only Chair-chan.
Hashtag only chairchan.
All one word.
Oh, we can get that trending for you.
It's not a thing, but I want to make it a thing.
And we'll make it a thing for sure.
Just like lewd pictures of like a voluptuous chair.
Yo, yeah, is there any like, yeah, do you have any like not safe for work fan art for Chair-chan yet or no?
I think there's one.
Don't go into it, yo.
There's just one.
I'm so scared to even ask what that looks like.
It looks like a woman, like a humanoid chair that's leaning down that has like really thick hips and big personality.
Yo, guy, what is this? What is this? What is this? What? Submerged atrocious? What is that? No way. No way. We have a command for being down bad. There's no way. That's not real. Damn. Okay, so actually, I do want to ask you something. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but what do you still consider yourself a VTuber? Because the meaning itself in the word VTuber has bended quite a bit from what I've seen this past like how many months, especially considering this setup of yours, which is extremely different. Let's be frank, like more high tech than your average VTuber. So like, would you still consider yourself a VTuber? I know you did say you're a VTuber in the beginning, but like I don't know what that word really means to you anymore. You've been invested in the scene way longer than I have.
To me, it means anyone who chooses to represent themselves through like a different I guess a model or a picture or basically like an avatar of some sort. So like technically you could say like Annoying Orange was like the first VTuber.
It's weird. I don't know. That's weird to think about. I like almost want to say no to that, but if we're going by the definition, then yes, you are right. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I mean,
And like it does
yeah. Sorry. Go on. Go on.
it doesn't have to be like It doesn't have to be all the time. Because I know there's VTubers out there like, well, as soon as you do a face reveal, you're no longer a VTuber. You're
Right,
out of the
right.
cool club.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, there's a
And
bunch of. So that's for you. That's not a thing. Like you can break character and still be considered a VTuber. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, because yeah, I've definitely heard that before. Like other people saying like you can't break, quote unquote, break character. As soon as you break character, then you've like, what's the point of being a VTuber? The whole point of being a VTuber is that you have an avatar to represent you, so and so. And there's, obviously there's grounds to that argument too, but I can definitely see both ways. So it's interesting. So so your thing is like VTubers, as long as you have an avatar to represent yourself online, you're considered a VTuber, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I can definitely see that too. Wouldn't that like, I'm just thinking of like a counter argument that I have for that.
Bring it.
I want to, but I can't make a solid one. I want to play devil's advocate here, because you're pretty like, how long have you been invested into the VTubing community for? Probably even longer than there was a solid community for itself, right?
Yeah. Like, I was like, well, the thing is like, when I said earlier about VR chat streamers, like not considering themselves VTubers, but like I'm just gonna label them. It's like they're VTubers, whether they like it or not. I think I would say the only time I would say a VR chat streamer is not a VTuber is like if you've seen like those if you've seen like those VR streams where like someone's like standing, like you have their camera like down in the corner, and they're like they have their like their VR on,
like in
and then while you're seeing their VR game, then I'm like, okay, they're not a VTuber.
Yeah.
But like if they choose to never represent like always use the model, then like they're a VTuber.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean it's I have a friend named Chica, and I was on her show. We were having like a lot of conversations within the community, some more difficult questions than others. And that was definitely one that came out, like what's even a VTuber anymore? Like especially like someone who's from Korea, the Eastern VTubing community is drastically different from the Western community, and there's a lot of like different meanings there, if that makes sense. So Corpse is an avatar? I don't know. Is he? Well, I mean at that point, like, yeah, but so I don't know. Like I guess that's another question to bring up too. Like, would you still consider PNG tubing VTubing as well?
Yeah,
I've never really
I know
thought
there's
of that
people
one.
that would contest it.
Yeah.
But like they're still using like an avatar to represent themselves. And like if I think the only time that you could say like someone's not a VTuber, so like the VTubing scene is really new. And going back to the question earlier, it's like I didn't really use the VTuber classification, I guess. It's like I was like, well, I guess basically one day I sat down, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm a VTuber. That's what I've been doing this entire time. Okay. And like it was the same with PNG people. They're using an avatar to represent themselves. And the only exception I would make is like if it's like a one-off. So let's like think about PewDiePie, who's recently really hot in the VTuber community for maybe the wrong reasons.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know his motives or anything, so I like really was not invested when I saw his video or a clip of him for like 10 seconds. Literally, I was like, all right, that was kind of neat. I'm moving on. But yeah, sorry. So what's your take on that?
Like I wouldn't say he considered himself a VTuber, but like I think he was just trying something out for like a gag.
Right. Yeah.
And like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And he might have liked it, right? But then I think what happened is like he got such a toxic reaction that he's just like he just doubled down. He's like, you know what? I'm a VTuber now, and like and just like was using like the snap camera anime filter, which I'm like, the snap camera anime filter is actually pretty good. It's actually really good.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so I'll pose another question for you. Do people who use the Snapchat filter, are they considered VTubers? Uh-oh, you're not gonna like that one. You're not gonna like that one, Fofamit.
If that's all they use, why not? Why not? I don't see the issue with that.
I I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm trying to think of this objectively here, honestly, because I don't really give a fuck. But if Olimba says so, then I trust it. True, Olimba do be repping. Um,
Well, like think about like cosplayers, right? Like how can you say someone's a cosplayer? Like there's like that discount cosplayer guy that like does like $5 cosplays and like he did a Rasengan with like a toilet flushing. Like, is he not a cosplayer?
I don't know. That's a pretty interesting question. Yeah, I don't know. Do you consider that cosplay? That's interesting. That's an interesting debate. I'd say so. Really? I'm not really sure who you're talking about. What's his name? Do you know? I'd love to look him up right now. Does anybody know him?
Yeah.
That guy's Filipino. Why am I not surprised, Lumba? Wait, what's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
If you just look up discount cosplay, you'll be able to find it.
Is it literally his name is Discount Cosplayer?
Or low cost cosplay.
Low cost cosplay?
Okay, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna switch back to my other scene.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for sharing this this pseudo setup because it helps explain really well. You know, it gives us a better picture. Low cost cosplayer.
Yeah.
Low cost underscore cosplay on Instagram. 612 views, or not views, followers.
I'm not sure if that one's it though.
It might not be.
It might not be.
It might not be. I don't know. I mean, there is this one dude. Yeah. I mean, it's
612,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's that.
Yeah. That's it's interesting. So there's this one picture who he literally has his foot next to his face and he considers that a cosplay. Literally like no other clothing. He didn't change his hair or anything. He literally put his foot on his face. That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Yeah, is he not a cosplayer?
I don't know. That's like, I would consider him a cosplayer, to be honest. Like, it's weird. It's weird. So, I mean, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I think, I don't even know if you want to get into this kind of conversation, Fofamit, because I tossed you this one, honestly. I know you weren't really, I didn't preface this question at all. So, I don't know if, do you want to get into all this, Fofamit? This is a whole nother debate.
What?
I don't know, this whole like debate of like what's a VTuber, what's not. This might be a little bit much for you.
Well, like, I guess you would have to give me an example, because like I think that I have a pretty ironclad definition, which is anyone that chooses to represent themselves the majority of the time using a model like an avatar, which would be considered a VTuber, whether it's a PNG or a 3D model, all the way up to like, you know, a super advanced setup like CodeMiko.
Yeah. Sly said Fofa loves to debate. All right, fair enough. I guess I've had to think about it because for the most part I do agree, but there is a stigma in my head that says like the avatar at least there's no rule, like no one has said like you have to be XYZ. But in my head, the avatar at least has to move for someone to be considered a VTuber. And that's not saying like there's nothing wrong with being a PNG tuber. It's not like that's not a bad thing. But I'm just saying like the word VTuber in my head, I imagine the avatar has to move to some degree. That's just how it plays out in my head. So
like it can just like pop up and down when you talk. Like the Discord plugin.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Maybe not even that. Maybe that's a little like, because that's just a reactive image. So it's still not necessarily like alive, quote unquote. So I guess in my head, no. But Don't hear questioning PNG tubers. I mean, like, I'm not like shit. Like, it's not a bad thing to be a PNG tuber if a PNG tuber is a PNG tuber. I'm just debating in my head whether or not a PNG tuber is considered to be a VTuber. They definitely are within like the culture and the relative scheme of things because it's still within the same community. So like in that sense, yes. In that sense, yes, PNG tubers are VTubers. Like rigging is the cut line. Maybe.
I wouldn't say rigging is the cut line because there's
Hmm.
some PNG VTubers that go out there that they get an animated like version of their model that had to have been rigged in order to actually be animated, but it's not reactive in any way. So
Gotcha.
like
Yeah.
I've been on people's streams where like they just have it like I guess a movie, a movie file of their model like going like.
Oh yeah. Like it is live 2D rigged, but it's not like movement rigged. I know what you mean. I understand. It's not like rigged to the live 2D app, but it is like animated. So yeah, you know what? You bring up a good point. Because that has movement.
Also, someone mentioned Generic B. Generic B actually has his rigged to work. He's using something called Adobe Character Creator. I think Castlehead uses the same thing.
I don't
So
know.
like it's controlled with MIDI controllers and like webcam.
Wait, generic B? Let me look this up. And I hope you don't mind us talking about this, Fofamit, because it's it's an interesting topic. I don't want to get anyone mad or anything, but it's interesting to talk about these kinds of things every once in a while. Generic B? I don't know who this is.
He's like an old school Minecraft YouTuber that moved to Twitch.
Oh, generic B with a K at the end.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I see.
The old hermit.
Is it he's like blue skin sort of with an orange beard? Is that the character? Oh.
Yeah.
That one definitely looks rigged. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it is rigged.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know what? I mean, yeah, the meaning itself in VTubing has definitely like evolved over time. So I mean, for you, yeah, sorry, go on.
I would say like PNG VTubers are VTubers, but I would say there's definitely tiers of VTubers. So like there would be like PNG tubers, then like I guess live 2D and like 3D VTubers are pretty much like on the same level. And then after that like would be like AI Angel Melody and Code Miko, and like I would probably say I'm just above like the 3D VTuber mark.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes
like,
total. Honestly,
I'm not up there, but I'm just like I'm still in the 3D VTuber mark, I would say.
that makes total sense to me. I can like, yeah. You know what? You actually put that really pretty well. For the most part, I will agree with you there. Like the overarching genre, PNG tubers are considered like in this overarching genre, but within the subgenres of this, like there can be like categories almost. And then yeah, they would have like their shit of their own. So I appreciate you redeeming that like mid. Thank you. Yo, Rutrine, thank you so much for the 420 bits. You got your dab there. And Sly, thank you for another gifted sub. This time to Crunchbite. Thank you so much, Sly. Appreciate it. I figured it's pretty good for VTubing. They get live to do. And I've talked about this. Who was I talking to? Oh, on Bubs' channel yesterday. That's definitely not. I always see people say like, oh, I only have a PNG. I can't like stream or anything. Don't let that be an excuse for you not to stream. Like if like PNG tubing is definitely still an option, continue to push to create content, even if it's just a PNG. Like that's still, don't have that be an excuse for yourself. I don't know what your take is there, but
I agree. Like I said earlier, like it's not about the coolness of your avatar or your setup, because like there's some people out there that go out and they like commission like $1,000, $5,000 avatar, and they've never streamed a day in their life. They have no following on any other platform, and then they're like, I'm gonna have a debut and I'm gonna stream. Why is there 0 people? Like it's because like you just gotta start. and like it's not, money will never replace like growth. So
Mm,
like you just got to start from somewhere, and like if you have to start with PNG, like start with PNG, and it gives you a lot more practice, especially if you're new to streaming, and like it'll allow you to like develop, and people will see like over time like how your stream has changed, and I think people would value that more, especially like your more long-term viewers. And it highlights the most important thing is like it's your streams are about your personality and your community, and not what's like on the screen.
true, true. Yep, 100% true. Um, it reminds me of anybody who knows Frost. It reminds me of a post that I replied to him, but I told him it was the exact same debate where it was don't let PNG tubing be an excuse for you not to stream, and I was basically telling people like even up to this point, guys, I didn't even have a PNG. I literally have my fucking hand to represent me on camera. I've had this same fucking hand you've been looking at for 6 months. I've been streaming with a hand, guys. Not even a picture. So, don't make the excuse where you only have a picture of the stream. You literally don't even need anything. So it's a nice soft hand. Though fuck you, Noriko. I don't have soft baby hands, alright? I have man hands. Stop making fun of me for my hands. Please. I don't moisturize. It's just like this. My skin. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this bit, alright? I'm sorry you have to see this, Fo. I'm sorry you have to see this.
I've seen you stream with a face cam though. Like
I have. Well, that was just starting really, really recently, like a week and a half ago. But like the 5 months prior, I never showed my face on stream. I did show my face like once for a face reveal on Twitter, but even then, that was like 4 months in. So for the first like while, I didn't have a face.
I saw the thing you did with Rose Doodle.
Oh yeah, yeah. The wife applications, yeah. That stream I did with her. Oh, do you know who Rose is? I mean, like she's like a big like VR chat like contributor as well.
Yeah. She's like a friend of a friend.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I didn't know she was like a streamer until like a little bit after I'm not like we don't know each other, but like we've been in, I guess, in the same world, I guess.
Yeah.
And we know the same people, so like we've seen each other in passing, but like I had no idea who she was.
Gotcha.
And like I guess now I do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It makes sense. Well,
yeah, Beepoo.
Yeah, Beepoo. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. She went by Beepoo. That's mostly what people know her as. Yeah. Shout out Rose. Rose is great. But yeah, okay. So interesting topic there. I would love to honestly like talk about more of some of these like harder questions to talk about. Because for the most part, I don't. Like I said, guys, if you haven't seen when I was on Chica's stream, what was it, like 1 week ago? We had a bunch of these like difficult questions that we talked about then. So go see that VOD if you're interested in those kinds of conversations. But I would love to have these conversations more often. I'm just not necessarily the guy to facilitate that conversation, just because I'm not super... what is it? I'm not a VTuber myself, so I don't really get to have a say. But you, on the other hand, you're in the completely different side of the compass, where you've been part of the community for very, very long. So you have a lot of experience with people in the community, and like, you know, getting the VRM model and going into like this like next tier, I guess. So it's cool. Okay. Guys, stop talking about my hands, please. Talk about Fo's hands. Don't talk about my hands, all right? I'm insecure about my baby hands. All right. Anyways, there was something I wanted to ask you related to that. What was it? Right. I did ask you about the other streamers, right? Which was, who is it? iAngel. Who else is on the table? iAngel, Melody, Waifu. I feel like I missed someone. Oh, Miko, obviously. Yeah, in terms of your... Oh, jeez. Wait. That's so cursed. It's so cursed. Oh my god. Actually, you, I don't know. Can you, like, are you willingly can you willingly change the settings of your avatar on the fly? Because I remember when I was editing your trailer, you had like a big head version. You had like all this other shit. Oh my god, there she is, yo. Yo, and Kusu, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs with the huge gift bomb. Thank you so much, Kusu. Appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Soft baby hands? Alright, fine. I'll take the L there, yo. Thank you. Thank you, Kusu. Wait, can we see this? Can we see this one more time? Whoa! She got a pumpkin head too? Wait, what?
So you want to see the this?
Jesus, that's huge. Can we see that in your alternative
It blocks
camera?
out the lighting though. Yeah.
I love that actually. That it's like it reacts to the environmental lighting too. Like when you change in real time. That's honestly crazy engine physics. Yeah, these are for her big brain plays when she outplays people in Among Us. You ever play Among Us, Fo?
Not on stream. I've played on other people's streams though, but like.
Yeah.
I find people get really angry. But what's really cool is that there's
fair.
in VR chat there is a 3D representation.
Yeah.
Of Among Us, and that's like super fun.
Yeah, that's right. And it has proximity chat too, right? That was actually had proximity chat before the actual Among Us had the proximity chat update, which I find is hilarious, and it adds to the game a lot. Yeah. So that is like, I think they use VRMs, right? They use the Vroid models in that game.
In VR chat?
No, for that 3D Among Us. Or am I wrong here?
All of VR chat models are FBX models.
Oh, is that okay? I literally have no idea what the file formats for these things are. Okay, gotcha.
Like there's like a special VTuber model. I don't know like why it's different.
All right.
But I'm assuming like it has a lot more stuff encoded into it specifically in terms of expressivity.
Yep.
That's actually one of the reasons why I really wanted the iPhone face tracking, was because who wants to press buttons to like show that you're angry or to show that you're surprised?
Yeah, that's true.
I always found it really like unnatural. Be like, my face would be like stiff, and then all of a sudden be like, oh, and I press a button.
Yeah, you know what? I always, it's funny because I think I've thought about this a lot actually, because I know that and I'm pretty sure you're aware too, in live 2D models you have to manually switch your motions, like you said, to express a different emotion. I've always wondered where, like at one point, would the software develop to a point where they could identify expressions and then just express itself automatically. I wonder when that would become a thing.
Well, like with the iPhone, that's already a thing. Like you can see like my my facial expressions. So it's a one-to-one copy of what's actually on my face.
So if you got mad right now, we'd be able to see that in real time. Damn. And you're not modifying a setting or anything. You're not changing the expression. It's literally just reading you, right?
Yeah. It's just all facial tracking.
Yeah. Dope. Okay, so
like I could add buttons to like make it more exaggerated. Like people like 3D VTubers who are using something called Muppet or VC Face, or like live 2D VTubers who are using like VTube Studio. Like
Gotcha.
I could do that. I haven't, because I haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, I mean, what's the point if like you can already read your expressions, right? Also, Minya, I see you in chat. Hi, Minya. Hi, Minya. How are you? Minya popped in. Love Minya. But okay, yeah. So obviously you have a very different setup, and do you have to set up? You have to set up like the whole thing and like get into. Well, you don't have a suit, I guess, but I imagine you have to reconfigure every single time that you start streaming, or like there's a bunch of different settings you have to go through and open different programs and stuff. Does that ever get exhausting for you if you have to keep doing that before every stream, or?
Well, like for the most part, it's just like the most tedious thing is strapping everything on, and then once everything's on, I usually just have to turn each of the trackers on, turn the gloves on, which is like usually it's just pressing a button, and then after that you just calibrate, which is like you T-pose.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then everything just should work.
Yeah.
Should.
There was that little There was a little interruption we had in the beginning of the stream. Do you remember that?
Interruption?
Your little configuration problem that we had. It's okay. Well, I'll let you
Oh,
live.
oh yes. The Vive. So I think there's something that's quirky. So I'm using Steam VR to track all of my things just because it's like the least it's the most inexpensive, high quality tracking that you can get.
Gotcha.
And I think there's a issue that they're having. I don't know if it's like a really an issue. It could just be a me thing, which is if you in terms of like recognizing what's a controller and what's a tracker. And sometimes Steam VR will mistake my trackers as controllers, and then things go like crazy and basically goes in like anti-gravity mode. So like anything that has like physics on them, like my hair will just start floating in the air. The chair will just like turn into like weightless jello.
Yeah, I gotcha. Honestly, I was just teasing you for the most part, so you're good. You're good. Okay, so a question I do have is, oh, yo, Ryu, thank you so much for the 4 months. 4 months already, yeah. Holy fuck. with the EO emote. Thank you so much, yo. Thank you. Yeah, so, sorry. I've noticed that more and more people are moving into this, we're talking about, like, tiers and stuff, and people are moving into this, like, higher tier, quote-unquote, full body, and, like, you've got elements in your room that are also tracked as well. Obviously, traditional VTubing is, you know, it's traditional. It's more accessible. Like, and by this, I'm talking about like Live 2D and Vroids and all that. But how likely is it, do you think, that we see more of this kind of setup pop up in the future, like a Fofamit, like a Code Miko, like a Project Melody?
I would say it's probably going to be more likely because like I personally like sharing the information. So like I put out my YouTube channel is all about tutorials, how to do things. I'm gonna actually basically I'm gonna put a how-to series on how to do this entire setup yourself. So I already have like the first part, which is like the base setup of it, and I think there's gonna be more than people expect because anyone who plays VR chat and has full body, they basically have the entire setup.
Really?
And
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
With I've been finding a lot of other VR chat streamers have been moving off that game because one, either there's VR chat rippers, there's the reason Second Life was banned on Twitch was because people were force joining and like on like that one big event they had and like put like PPs all over the place. And the thing is like that's happening to streamers. Is like people are force joining into people's worlds. And like there's nothing you can really do about that because like and sometimes you can't even kick them, and if you try to leave and go to a different world they can just follow you.
Yeah, they just chase you.
And so the only thing, and so or VR chat is just buggy and it crashes and it goes down and like what do you do? So like a lot of them are thinking like, okay, what's plan B? How can I move my model off? And there's other VTubing applications like Suva, so I would say that like there's going to be a large influx of like this kind of VTubers. It's probably happening right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. So, I don't know, like maybe, I guess like a more accurate question, like let's say towards the summer, like June, July, do you think it's possible to see more of streamers like you who have a more advanced setup where they have full body tracking, they have a tracked studio, they have a jiggly chair? Like, do you think that's going to be a more common thing?
Hope so, because I think I'm the only person who's releasing stuff on how to do it. So if there are more people at that time, that means I'm doing my job, which is awesome. The biggest barrier to entry though is the model. Having the model. Yeah, because like the problem is people are like, I don't want a janky Vroid model, and I'm like, Vroid models can look really good if you spend time on it. They're like, I don't want that. I want something that's like custom from the ground up. I'm like, okay, well, here are some like there's Yuli, there's JJ Genomu, like there's those people, and they're like, yeah, do you got anything that's like free or like $20,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And I'm like, it's like, well, you can get a model on Booth. So like I got my model on Booth, and the downside to Booth models is like you could download this base model like for $50, and like you could easily replicate what I've created. But and I'm like, I don't have a problem with that because like it's easy to customize, you can change things up. But often I think people would say like, well, I just want something custom. So that's the biggest barrier. And then after that would be having a model that's like, if they want, like, you don't need the iPhone face tracking, but like there's not a lot of models that are made for iPhone face tracking because it's like you have to add 52 targeted blend shapes or shape keys. Basically, like you have to add like, so for example, like my eye, for example, like when my eye opening and closing,
Yeah.
that's like 10 different shape keys.
Right.
And like they have to learn how to do that themselves or pay extra for someone else to do that, and no one's going to do that for cheap. And I find a lot of people just are unwilling to do it themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I know there's a lot of problems that can arise there, but Nadia, can I look like Botan with the price of a dozen eggs?
You could. You could.
You could, Fofamit says.
You could be anything you want. You could be like the next you could be the second coming of Annoying Orange. You could be Annoying Pineapple. And you can have a whole shtick where you go on a pizza. And like people have to donate to stop you from going on the pizza.
It's true. Yeah. There is that. You know, make it happen. We could. But we need Fofamit to lead that wave, honestly. Because I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, and I don't think I could ever make a tutorial on how to. I don't think there can ever be a tutorial on how to make like your avatar ready for Apple ARKit for face tracking, because like it's different for every single model. And there's no easy way to do it other than like you have to like it's kind of like it's like on the similar skill level if you've ever had to Photoshop something to turn it into something else, like, and someone's like, okay, well, it's like, well, you know how to do it for this photo, can you show me how to do it on my separate completely different photo? So like you Photoshopped like a model to like go onto like a beach and like who's surfing, and like, oh, I want that, but can you Photoshop my picture of a pizza doing the same thing? It's like it requires like you have to go through that entire process all over again. There's no like one set way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with like the whole face tracking thing. Like there's no way to do it other than be like, okay, let's go step by step and this is how you do it. Like it's, if I were to make a video on that, it would probably be like 2 hours long.
True. Yeah. That's fair. Honestly, this is like out of my realm of expertise completely. So I can't even like I can't even give like my input on there. But yeah. There's a lot that goes into that. So
Oh, okay, wait. Like imagine you have a picture of like a politician. So either you have like Barack Obama or like Trump, and they have just a neutral face, and then you have to make 52 you have to use Photoshop to change their face to make 52 separate expressions, like angry, sad, like eyes closed, eyes open. Like like if you can imagine how much work that is, and like you can do it, but there's no easy way to teach someone how to do it other than just like these are the tools you need to use.
Gotcha. Yeah. Obama tuber. Yeah. No, I gotcha. I mean, that's just a problem that arises with any like model artist, I guess. So it's as much of a joke as it is. It's pretty real, honestly. I
see someone make a VTubing model off of a human face. It was called Joe or something, and it was extra cursed.
I don't even think I want to see that, to be honest, yo. I don't think I want to see that. I do know this guy. His name's Shindigs. He's actually a Twitch staff member, and he pops into VTuber streams a lot. And I guess he got so inspired that he rigs his own VTuber models but he makes like one model a day, and it's always some scuff stuff. Like one thing that he made was like a. Do you know what a McRib is?
Yeah, I know what McRibs are.
Yeah, he made like a McRib VTuber. He made when GameStop shares were a big thing. He made a GameStop share chart VTuber, and it's literally like the stock chart is a VTuber. So he makes shit like that. It's pretty unique. I don't know if like Usman or guys in here, but if you guys know Shindig's Twitter, if you could like shout him out. But he's got like he makes like one. His thing is he makes one VTuber a day. So yeah, there you go. Twitter Shindags. That's right. His latest convention is a gun VTuber, where the mouth is the gun hole. He's got a whole.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that.
Have you?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
With the silencer, and it's like. Shh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he makes so many, and they're all. He's made a Discord VTuber where it's the Discord little like avatar thing. It's crazy. Jeez. We'll get
That's
there. We'll
amazing.
get there. Anyways, Fo, I've had you on for quite a long time. I didn't actually realize how long we've been on air for. Usually I go for like an hour and a half-ish, but we've exceeded that. So thank you so much for your time. I do want to bring up one thing though. When you sent me assets for the trailer, for those who don't know, I always ask my interviewee to send me assets, whether that's like character expressions or their model or something, to create the trailer. She sent me a bonus folder here. She sent me a bonus folder for Korean memes. I don't know if that was accidental or not. Why did you send me that?
Okay, so I had access to a Google Drive, and I'm like, I can make Domo see, like, he's probably gonna look at whatever I upload.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I'm like, this is like a unique opportunity. So I'm just like sitting there on my computer. I'm just like, Sly, what can I send Domo to make him look at?
Yeah, so I'm actually just for fucking fun. I want to like go through some of these because you send me it, so we might as well look at these on stream because why the fuck not? The first one of the first ones I looked at was this one, and this one I'm gonna put up because this one is actually really relatable. So this first one, I'm gonna put this one like right here. I might like kind of. Do you mind like scooching over to the right so that I can like have room for the meme?
Okay, hold on.
To your right, so I guess it would be my left. Sorry. Oh, you know what? This works too. Perfect, actually. That works great. I have this one. The context here is I have this one Vietnamese, one of my homegirls. She's Vietnamese, but she has a Korean boyfriend, and admittedly, like, he's a good-looking dude, and like we're friends. But oh my god, she never shuts up about this guy. Like literally, we could be like out for eating or something. We could be at like McDonald's or whatever, like freaking, or like at a Japanese restaurant, and she's literally like and she always has to bring up the point. We actually make fun of her for this sometimes, that her boyfriend is Korean. What is with that? What is with girls and their trophy Korean husbands?
I think it's the whole K-pop thing.
Is
like
it
the export culture?
Ah, got you. So it's like cool to have like a exotic exported or imported boyfriend.
I would say it's like the same thing as like a weeb is like, oh, I'm dating a Japanese person, but like not just any Japanese person. They're from Japan.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I understand that. I get that. Admittedly though, I have friends that have Japanese partners and they never do that. But it's always the Korean, like it's always the Korean girl, specifically. It's the Korean girl that, or not the like a whatever girl, doesn't matter nationality, that has a Korean boyfriend. It's always that scenario. That's like the strangest thing to me. And when, like, this is the first time I'm seeing this tweet, so when I like saw this, I was like, wait, what the fuck? This is actually really true. This blew my mind. So interesting that's in there. A little bit of truth.
Did you see the corn one?
The corn one? I don't think I've seen the corn one. Oops.
It's a pizza school. It's okay. It's the one with the pizza and the explosion and the corn.
Okay, let me try to locate this one. Does it have an explosion behind it?
Yeah, yeah.
With corn? Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, what is this one?
Lodged into a car.
What is this? Yo, this is kind of...
Oh no, that one.
Can I show this on stream? Yo, I couldn't see this one. I couldn't see the preview. Can I show this on stream? I probably can't. Yo, I probably couldn't show that. I swear to God, the preview on Windows is really small. I couldn't see it. Yo, I didn't know it was gonna look like that. Yo,
Nothing happened.
It might have been this one. Is it a 3-panel one with a corn on in the car window?
Yeah.
Okay, it's this one. I didn't know it was gonna look like that. Here, this is the one she wanted me to look. Okay. Yo,
Yeah, okay, so,
that's so bad, guys.
Pizza School is like a discount like pizza place, so you can get like a pepperoni pizza for like
Oops. Oh shit.
$5.
Okay.
But like in Korea, a common topping on pizza is corn.
Wait, on pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corn.
Corn.
And like corn. And at first, every time you come to Korea, you're like every like pizza essentially has corn. Whenever you go to an office or you go to like someone else's house that's Korean, when they order pizza, it always has corn on it. So like all Korean pizza is known to like have corn or taste sweet.
Right. I like
so
that.
like hence the explosion, it has the
like
corn.
even explosions have corn. Like literally everything in Korea's got corn. Or I see. If this place blows up, then it's just gonna shoot a shit ton of corn out. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
There was another one that I liked. That Korean boyfriend is gonna stick with me for like a really long time though, because that one was like holy shit. This one is actually.
You sent me like the tears when I sent it to you.
The what?
I'm like, I included something extra, and you're like, I saw crying emoji.
Yeah. What is this? This one is really interesting. I don't think I understand this dynamic. So can you explain this one for me?
Sure.
What is this one even like? What does that mean? What is this showing me? I have no idea what the fuck this means. You're gonna explain this to me.
So in Korea, drinking in public is like it's acceptable.
Yeah.
And so like a GS, I think that's what it is, me in front of the CU. A CU is like a convenience store. So like this person's like drunk, sitting outside of this convenience store because they have tables there for you to sit and drink.
Okay.
And ajashi is like an older male. And basically the ajashi is like, they see you and they see that you're having like most Korean people are pretty friendly, and they'll just see you and they're like, here, have a boiled egg. They just have boiled eggs.
What? Well, they just have them on the fly? Is that real?
Yeah, because like you can buy them almost everywhere. So, but like they'll be like, oh, it's like, well, here, have egg.
Like eggs though? That's the most random. I mean, obviously it's a Korean thing, but like in my Canadian ass head, I'm like, what the hell? But I mean, that's kind of dope. Free eggs, that's tight. I fuck with that. Is that like a? Do you indulge in like public drinking and stuff? That sounds like a good time, like drinking outside, like with your friends or whatever. I know in Yeah, go on.
I don't drink a lot. I'm a fairly boring person.
No, I gotcha. It's not for everyone necessarily. Have egg, yeah. Yeah, I know in Japan, it's like it's also okay to do, like you can, but then it's still like stigmatized almost. Like you're okay and it's allowed, and if you do, it's fine, but people will still look at you weird if you do drink in public. But that doesn't necessarily stop people, you know, especially like a younger age, like no one really gives a fuck. Or so I hear from my Japanese friends. So I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
Same thing here? Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. What's another one that I was looking at? What is this?
Egg.
I don't know what this is. Wait, I haven't actually read this one. Oh, is this a common thing? Just like lack of toilet paper.
Yeah, okay. So the thing about Korean public bathrooms is that they're everywhere, but they always lack two things: soap, toilet paper.
What's even the point of having them there then? They just like never stock up. Okay. Is it like this in the city too? Like in the city? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like Heart of Seoul.
Sometimes you'll get yeah, sometimes you'll have soap. Usually you'll have soap though, but it's like a metal rod that you can like bend around with like a bar of soap that's just been jammed on it. And you just like you kind of like
What?
you like you wet your hands and then you just like, you know, like I guess like
Wait, what did you just
the
say?
soap bar.
I'm not really sure I made the connection there. What did you say? Usually
There's a bar of soap on a stick. So you can't steal the bar of soap.
What? Is that real?
Like,
I feel like you're
yeah,
fucking with me. I feel like you're trolling me here.
no.
Really?
No, I'm not. There's a bar of soap on a stick. And like the only like it's like picture like a, I guess it is a kind of phallic looking, isn't it? Because like you have to wet up your hands to like, you know, like to get the soap off.
Yeah.
And usually like you're kind of, like rubbing it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
after that you get your hands all nice and soapy, and then you realize that there's no paper towel or working dryer, so you just have wet hands and you just walk out.
I mean, I can at least work with that. You know, you do a little bit of this. You know, you do like the finger flick to get the excess water off your hand. And then you do a little like pat on your clothes, but not too hard of a pat because you don't want your clothes to look wet, but you still want enough for your hands to be dry. So I understand this whole process. But this whole like stick bar soap shit is like, I've never heard this in my life. So this is pretty, this is fascinating.
I mean, so some people are saying it might be unsanitary. Well, not really. Not a surprising amount of people that I've seen just walk out of the stall and look in the mirror and leave.
Yeah, it's true, I guess. Yo, that's
okay,
true.
so
that's true.
I was in the bathroom, and like there was a mother with her child, like teaching her child how to wash her hands. So I was like, okay, well, I have to wait to wash my hands, okay? Because there's like 12 stalls and like 2 sinks for some reason. And she's like, okay, time to, in Korean, wash your hands. And she turns on the tap, and like there's like, put your hands out, and the little like kid, like adorable, putting their hands out, right? And then she goes, okay, time to clean. Splash, splash, splash. Okay, all clean. And then they leave. I'm like,
yeah, you should have. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you even do? What do you do in that situation? You don't like, what are you supposed to like grab the daughter's hand and like dunk her in the? This is how you do it, and you like rub it on the metal bar soap thing that they got in the. Like, I don't know if there's much you can do there, Fo. Honestly, you kind of just have to let.
I'm picturing you like standing there behind them, and you're like about to go like Greek Orthodox, like baptism. On them.
Yeah.
Like grabbing the whole baby, just like dunking it.
Just dunk her. Just dunk her. Just dunk the whole baby. Yeah, I don't know if there's much you could have done, honestly. Just dunk on. Yeah, just baptize the baby, honestly. Okay, so this one.
Yeah.
This one is I definitely do not know what the fuck this one means. So you're gonna have to explain this one to me. You're gonna have to like run the whole play by play with this one. The fuck what does this mean? What is going on here? Like what is this? What the fuck is this?
Okay. So ne. So like the Yellowstone, the purple, the yellow, blue, red, and orange. And I guess the purple says it twice. It says ne, which means yes. And then the green one says ne, which is like a sound and then saying yes. So that's actually what happens with conversation. So the equivalent would be when you're walking by someone, you're listening to their phone conversation, it always goes, oh, hello? 여보세요? Yes. 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 Oh, yes. 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 Hangs up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. Can we actually? You know what? I didn't even like. I usually ask like a foreign guest to like introduce themselves in their own language. I mean, you're
Oh,
not necessarily Korean, but can you give us like a self introduction in Korean? I'd like to hear that from you, honestly.
저는 I'm not okay. So I even though I'm a dual citizen, like I'm a Korean citizen and a Canadian citizen. Most of my Korean is actually just I'm able to understand what's being said or read. In terms of like speaking, it's not that great. So I'd be like, but the thing is, like, I only know how to introduce myself the way foreigners introduce themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's like the same thing in Japanese. No one in Japanese is gonna be like, ah, watashi wa
Yeah.
Fofamit desu, right? No one does that.
Yo,
So
honestly,
like I
Fo,
only know how to do that in Korean,
Fo,
which is like jonin.
you don't have to preface yourself because I've heard some like really bad foreign self intros. You cannot do worse than some of these people. I promise you. I promise you.
I don't want to get like Nihongo Jozu, but
No,
like
no,
the
no, you
Korean
won't because I've
equivalent.
heard the Nihongo Jozus on this channel, so you are good. I promise you.
It's just like 저는 Fofamit, like that's it. Like I am Fofamit.
No way.
That,
No way it can end there. You have to like talk about your hobbies or something. There's no way it can end there. I will not. This is unacceptable. Give me something to work with here, Fo.
I'm just better at understanding.
No way. I'm gonna leave here really disappointed. I might actually lose sleep over this, to be honest with you.
Like literally, what would happen? Like in my chat, I allow people to like write in Korean, and like that's fine because like I can read it and I get the general gist or I understand it. But like what happens in Korea is basically if I have to visit like a government building or do any like banking or anything like that,
Yeah.
they would speak to me in Korean and then I would just speak back to them in English. And always if they're not used to me, they're just like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And they would just like switch over to English, I guess, or just get someone who does speak English. Is
No,
that the scenario there?
no, usually they're like, ah, and they grab their phone and they like type and translate, and I'm like, I know what they're gonna say, and and basically they just like show me their phone, like this, and they're like, this is not for foreigners, and I'm like, I already have my ID card out, my national ID card. I'm just
Yeah.
like, here you go, and they're like, ah, English, no.
Yeah. Yo, that's so degrading. Yo, they go through the whole they go through the whole thing just to reject you at the end. Oh man, that's messed up. That's messed
So
up.
usually what
Just
happens,
no
I'm just like,
English, no.
I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so then I would I usually what happens, they get like some like young intern to come, and then they're like the person, what usually happens is everyone in the office, like even a government building, would just be like, oh, this we need someone who speaks English, and all of a sudden like the young intern would be like, yeah, I speak
Yeah,
English, and
that's
they're like,
me.
oh, oh, oh.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they're just like walking. It's like, hello, how can I help you today?
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
don't want to
funny.
read this.
But
It's
that
안녕하세요, hello. Yeah.
wait, what?
캐나다에서 왔어요. I'm from Canada. Yeah.
Wait, what
See,
are you?
like I can read it. So Sly's like showing me like Korean writing. I'm like, I can understand
Oh,
it, but like I can't like think of it to speak.
yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
it's okay, Sly.
It's yo Sly. Thank you, yo Sly. Thank you for trying. Thank you for trying in my behalf. I appreciate you. I get the best I could out of her. Honestly, this is the best we're gonna do. All right. Well, hey, I don't know. I think what time is it for you now? It's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I know it's a holiday
It's like
for.
two.
Yeah, it's 2 in the afternoon, so it's not late, but you got the rest of the day ahead of yourself. And I know it's a vacation day for you, or like these next few days. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to, to be in the show with us. So thank you so much for your time. Also, I missed a sub. Edric, thank you so much for the 3 months. Like, hope your hands stay dry, though. Yeah. Thanks, Cedric. Appreciate you. Anyways,
Oh, so
what's up?
you use so swimming is basically saying that like they use Korean, but they use Google Translate, right? Is that right?
I don't know what you're asking me. I have no idea what the fuck that thing says, to be honest with you. That could say like "fuck you, Domo" for all I know. Swimming says yes.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing bad.
I mean, you say that, but I don't trust you at all because I can't read it. So thanks, anyways. Yeah, we are your chat. My chat has juked me one too many times. Remember that time when I was trying to learn Indonesian last stream, and then you guys made me say some fucked up shit? I know some of you guys were in there that remember that. So yeah, exactly. So I'm good. Yeah. It was last stream, Mikan. It was last stream with my last guest, Zen. But anyways, thank you so much, Fofamit, and everybody in here too. I know there are a bunch of new viewers today. Thank you so much for stopping by for the stream. Thank you, Fofamit, for keeping me company.
Having me.
Yeah, no, it was a blast. I was honored to have you because you're doing something very unique here, and I'm not seeing a lot of people do it. Like I said, I could only name like a handful of people. So guys, if you wanna follow Fofamit, it's basically Fofamit on all social handles. Thank you so much, Guy, for the... Oh, no, that was Sly. Thank you so much for the guest shout-out. So if you want to follow Fofamit there, there's all the creds. It's also on stream with us. And if you're coming from Fofamit, feel free to follow me on this channel as well. I have some interviews. I do these interviews. That's like my regular thing. But my next one won't be until a while. I think it's next Monday, I believe. So still got plenty of time then. So until then...
Who are you interviewing? Can we get some leaks?
The leaks?
The leaks. Let's get the leaks. Yeah.
No one,
Leaks.
No one usually
going.
asks me, so I don't usually say anything. But... Oh, shoot. Alright. Yo, can I get some no rats in chat? Yo, let me see some no rats. That's my chat's pretty good with this one. As much as they shit on me for everything, they're usually on top. Actually, you know what, real quick, can you tell the story about the curtain? Can you tell?
Okay, wait. How much should I skirt around?
Right.
About the hidden thing.
Just don't say the name of the channel. You can say the curtain. Just say it as the curtain. But she has like a funny. Okay. She was talking about like the curtain channel. So for those who don't know, I have an alternative streaming channel that's not this one. We'll refer to it as the curtain. But what was going on there? That was a pretty funny story that you told me before.
Okay, so I started prefacing by like I'm fairly new to like the Twitch community, and like I don't know a lot of other streamers.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was like one day I was just like going on with my normal stream, and all of a sudden like there's like this big raid that happens. I'm just like,
okay.
I'm like, Towel Gang? And I'm like, who? Oh, hey, thanks for the raid. Here's a shout out. I'm like, and then like there's nothing. Just
not
the chats.
Towel Gang.
Like,
I didn't know
I
didn't know it was the towel one. What the fuck, guys? Yo. Okay, sorry, go on.
Who is this person? Because you weren't saying anything. No one was saying anything. And I'm just like, I was so confused. And then after I ended my stream, I went to check to see who this person was. And I go to the channel, and it's empty. There's nothing there. There's no VODs, there's no clips, there's no about me, but there's like some followers. And I'm just like, I'm even more confused. So then I look at I looked up the Twitch analytics on that channel, and I'm like, what the heck? So like they're not affiliate, and they have all of this. I just don't understand. So I followed it just to like to investigate.
Yeah, she went. Yeah,
and
she went deep. She went Detective Conan on this shit. Like she went like. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, and then one day I saw you online, on that channel, and I'm just like, who is this person? I don't know who this is. Who is this person? In my head, I'm like watching the stream, the chat's popping, there's like some names I recognize, I don't recognize, some names I recognize. There's like a ton of partnered streamers, and I'm just like, my
Yeah.
initial thought was like, you're like some kind of like producer, or like you work for like a game company
So
or something
funny.
like that. And I don't know who this person is. So then like the next week I'd be like asking my chat, and I'd recognize some names. I'd be asking people, and I'd be like, okay, who is this person? I dropped the username, and they're like, silence. And I'm like, hey, you in chat, I saw you in their stream. Who is this person? All of a sudden they're like, oh, BRB.
Yo, it's so funny. Yo, the funniest part about this whole thing is that no one let up. No one let up. I love that so much. No one, yeah, no rats to the end. Exactly. Actually, no one gave up. I find that so fucking funny. And she was telling me like, yeah, for the next 2 streams, she was just asking people who this curtain guy was. Oh, that shit's so funny to me. That's so funny.
And then like I didn't find out until like one day, so Jammy in chat asked, it's like that it's like, hey, do you want to interview Fofamit and Sly? And then there's a clip of you saying yes. So I just like, I'm like, it was on this channel. So then I was like, is that the same person? Am I like, I'm Asian, so like I can't be racist here against like it's like they look the same. They have to be the same
you didn't
person.
tell me that. That's funny as fuck. Holy shit, that's so funny.
I'm like, it's the same person, and like I'm like talking, I'm showing someone else. I'm like, is this the same person? And they're like, I don't think it's the same person. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's the same person. They're like, and like,
man.
Fofa, don't be racist. I'm like, I'm not racist. They're the same person.
Yeah.
And then, so then I'm like, okay. So then I reached out to you, and I'm like, hey, I heard that you wanted to do an interview, and you'd be okay with me. So like, hey, and then you said yes, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, Jammy Tane, who is this person? And then they told me. I'm just like, what's that other channel then? Like, what's that about? And they explained it to me afterwards, since I was already like confirmed, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I found out.
Oh man, that's so funny to me. Like she really dug deep, guys. She went to the channel. She asked her chat. She was like looking at the Twitch analytics. That's fucking crazy. It does look really sus too that like a channel with only like a few hundred followers, but then like 100 viewers goes to raid her, and then people with like partner badges too. It like the whole situation looks really strange. So I understand why she was sketched out. Oh shit, that's too funny. But yeah, sorry, go on.
The mystery is solved, and like at the same time too, I'm like, what's with this icon? Why is it that icon? And then wait, you did have a description, and it used the S word that is now like like it's faux pas to say, like that you're the number one S word for something. And I'm just like, one thing that did come out of this though, it did solve the issue. Like my biggest fear as a streamer would be like, one day I'm not able to keep up with chat, and like how can I like connect with my core community, like, or the people that want to talk to me on a on stream, but like, because you lose that once you get to a certain size, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought, I'll just make an alt account. I'll pull a Domo. I'll just make an alt account, name it something crazy, like pineapple pizza, and then as soon as it gets too big or like unwieldy to handle again, I'll just delete it and make a new one.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, some people already know this. I made an alternative account to the alternative account, so there is actually another one that's already made. So your thought process that you have, I've already thought about that, like the just in case. So I've only ever streamed that on that once though. So like that one's like a really like, if you know, you know. I don't think anybody really knows about that one. I've never actually talked about that either, so that's funny. Actually,
A
twice.
story
Really?
that you might relate to.
Uh-huh.
So since I was a no speaking streamer before, and like essentially my stream consisted of me typing the chat, and like you can hear the typing noises, and like lo-fi playing in the background.
Yeah.
Like me suddenly speaking would be like a huge dynamic change. So
Oh,
like
I
I
see.
thought like it would end my career and I have to start from zero. So I made an alt account and started streaming from it while speaking to get used to speaking and seeing if like I could grow from that channel. And I'm like, oh, I got to affiliate in like a week. Yeah, I could do this. And then like that's what I did.
Wait, so wait. So is the channel, is Fofamit the alternative channel that was the alternative?
Main channel.
Okay, no. It was. So your alternate was originally used for that purpose, to see if you could just grow on that alone, right?
Yeah, while speaking. And the reason I brought that up is I don't think we brought this up in chat. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it. But like I heard that you might have had a similar experience.
Wait. I might not be on the same page here. I had a similar experience?
With the having to do with the hand cam.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's funny. It's funny that you say that. Yeah. The reason that it wasn't really the main reason. Actually, you know, it low-key was. Yeah, like I started streaming on like with the alt to see if I can get comfortable with streaming with the face. So that's actually really interesting. Yeah. So we kind of come from the same stepping stones or whatever, I guess. That's an interesting fun fact from Fofamit. Cool. A little bit of lore. That's awesome. Well, you know what? We'll end it there. That's a pretty cool backstory, actually. But yeah. We'll end it here, guys. Oh, okay. For the thing that it was stemmed from, for the no rats thing. The next guest on... Wait, is it Sunday or Monday? I believe it's going to be on Monday. But it is Monday. It'll be a certain... Actually, I don't know the animal she's based off. But it's a certain girl that has Lamau in her name. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. So I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, Corone, guys. Corone. So we're going to do a raid now. If you know, you know. I will not expand on it anymore. We're going to raid my senpai, Girldiam. Girldiam is actually using a scuffed live 2D model that she got from Crone, so that's pretty cool, actually. But she's also doing an art stream with her VRM as well. I believe. I don't really know, actually. So I will send you guys over there. Only Chair-chan. Let's do it, guys. We'll do only Chair-chan as the raid message. Let's do that. So.
Okay, wait.
What's up?
I want to copy paste that.
Oh, yeah, me too. Don't worry. So I will.
That's amazing.
Wait, what?
Only Chair-chan.
Look at that. Don't let your dreams be dreams, guys. We'll get only Chair-chan trending. All right, guys. Well, I will.
Yeah. Shouting out only Chair-chan. I appreciate it. Here's the jiggle for you. Wait, jiggle. Hello?
There you go. Hey, we get the chair boing boings. Let's go. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by again. And of course, thank you to the lovely Fofamit who has joined us today. And everybody in here in chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. And for your support as per usual. Thank you so much for Kusu for the 5 gifted bomb as well. Huge. So thank you so much. We'll send you over to Girldiam. Funny enough, we brought up the curtain because I'm going to be on there like immediately after this. If you guys want more, then I'll see you guys there. Later, guys.
Bye.